Welcome back, everyone. This is JFace Games. Today we're continuing our journey on trying to find cool mechanics either in other RPGs or in board games that we can apply to our own game as we're building it out. The building of our game has been paused as we explore more stuff because I just want more to chew on. I don't want to chew on too much. Eventually you gotta, get out the seat and actually start playtesting stuff, but I'm enjoying this process, and so I'm gonna keep it rolling. The next game I want to talk about is Escape the Temple Run. I've actually got it on my shelf right here. Escape the Cursed Temple. Escape of the Cursed Temple. Escape the Curse of the Temple, something like that. Love this game. This was one of the first real-time co-op games in the board game world, I felt. And what was great about this game is the idea behind it is that it is fast-paced craziness, but it's high teamwork. So let's take a look at the board real quick. So if this is the board, right? I don't know if you can see that very well. I'll zoom in on it. If this is the board, in essence, you're a little meeple. Other people are meeples. And you have this map that you're exploring. You're exploring these tiles. Each tile shows on it what are the resources necessary to get to that tile, okay? And then there might be little objectives in the tile that make you do other things, other resources that are necessary. But what's really cool about this game is, in essence, it's a dice chucking game. You are trying to chuck dice like crazy. And these dice have all kinds of symbols on them. They have a movement symbol. They have a torch symbol. They have a key. And then they have, and those are the three big resources that you're using. But then you have this black symbol, which is the curse symbol, and this gold symbol, which is sort of, I don't know what they call it, but in essence, it's like luck. It's like bonus. And so on your turn, what you're doing is you're taking this dice and you're rolling them, and you're picking up however many you want to re-roll those until you get the combination you're looking for, right? So I roll, 2 feet, and the rest are, other stuff, and I need another foot, so I can pick up either all of the rest of them or one of the rest of them or whatever. And you're trying to get these combos so you can move, okay? Now, what's really great in this game, and this is the mechanic that I love, is the idea that if you ever roll a cursed symbol, you can't pick up that dice anymore. You are locking that dice. So now the number of dice you're rolling gets smaller and smaller, and there's that, anxiety of, do I keep pushing myself and therefore limiting the amount of dice I have, or do I wait for help or something like that? Now, what's really neat is if you roll a gold, you can then pick up 2 black dice. So if you roll a gold, you can pick up 2 black dice, and you can kind of open that up. Now, where the teamwork part comes in, not only is there the communication of who's going where and where do I need to go and et cetera, but if you roll a gold dice, you can allow your teammates to unlock black dice instead of you. And so there's a ton of communication in this game where it's like you roll a gold, maybe you've got 1 black, and you're like, who's got a black? Unlock that one. I forget if you have to be in the same location. I don't think you do. I think that you can do it from anywhere. You might have to be in the same room, but I don't think so. I think it's wherever you are, you can just all of a sudden make it happen and open stuff up. So it's an amazingly fun game, but I love that mechanic of you're locking dice or something bad is happening on your dice, and then other people are then using their dice to unlock yours and help you. So maybe this goes back to some sort of stunt dice. We talked earlier about sort of that age system, and it was in one of the game mechanic ones that for our own homebrew game mechanics, where maybe you've got 3 dice that are your dice, and then maybe you have an environmental dice and a contextual dice, etc. And so when you're rolling on your turn, the main difference might be that after you've rolled and you've said what you want to do, maybe everyone else now rolls and says what they want to do. And the actual resolution of the turns don't happen until all players have sort of locked in their stuff. And that then gives an opportunity of maybe I can help other people and change the environment or context dice that they have going on. Or maybe there's some other resource that allows you to do that. Maybe it's not that you have to roll dice to make that happen, but maybe there's something else that's happening. Or maybe that when you roll your dice, if you happen to get a certain symbol, you can bank that on your character sheet and be able to use it as a boon or something else to help other people. But I think this game is fantastic. I think it's got some really cool concepts, mainly this locking and unlocking. How is it that as a player you can help someone else out and unlock some sort of bad bane of some sort, whether it's something they've rolled or some other condition. I like it being something they've rolled. I like it being mainly possibly on the contextual dice or the environmental dice, that something is coming up and causing some sort of bane, and that you've got some sort of boon that you're trying to jump in and help with, right? And you're trying to use dice that you've rolled, and you have a decision. Do I use this dice to help me, or do I use this dice to help my teammates? I think that could be really interesting. So Escape, Temple Run, check it out. Great game. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and let's keep making some fun games.